Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Toast and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your big guy's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give him when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar. The first exercise that they're demonstrating for us is heeling. Heeling is nothing more than proper leash walking, and the command is Toast heel. At this point, Toast has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking, not forging ahead or lagging behind. And if you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And the clicker and treats are used as a reward and also to keep him focused on you. Your homework will be to practice the length of time that he can hold it and the distance that you can go. And when Rich returns back to him, he gives him another stay, walks right back to his shoulders, praises him for a good job, and they take off heeling again. And proper leash walking with a big dog like this in the city environment is very important. You want him to always be under control. He is housebroken to outside, and he is crate trained. He doesn't hate his crate anymore. If he gets overly enthusiastic, you give that little tug to get him back focused on you. This is your sit-stay again. And you can practice this indoors as well as outdoors. And this time Rich will call him, and this is the come on command, and he's been taught to come and sit facing your knees. And Rich will demonstrate that recall exercise one more time for you. He's come a really long way, and we're really proud of him, and he's not having accidents anymore. He's consistently going potty outside.
Stay.
Rich leaves him in another sit-stay, turns to face him, and then does use his name on this command and calls him. He is an enthusiastic little guy. Or big guy, and puppy brain. He had a nice bath for you. He's all nice and clean and ready to go home. Now the next command that we'll demonstrate for you is your down command. This is the harder of the commands.
Down.
And he goes down. He doesn't necessarily love to hold this stay. That's just going to take a little bit more practice. He's doing pretty good right now. And again, practice indoors as well as outdoors. Rich calls him out of that down. He comes and sits. He heels him out of it. Gets him refocused, has him sit. Always have him sit before you attempt to put him into a down. Then he only has to lower the top half of his body. And that was a pretty good down. So we have demonstrated for you his heel, his auto sit, his sit stay, his sit stay and come, his down and stay, and his down stay and come. These are the commands that we do recommend that you practice with him. Use your video as your guide so that you know you're giving your hand and voice commands correctly. He's been a great student and a great guest, and we've enjoyed having him. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training.